guys, so welcome to my 2013 favourites video, and I'm going to be showing you 13 of my favourite products of the last year. And I hope it's okay that I'm still wearing a Christmas jumper. I think it should still be okay for the end of December, so I hope that's okay for you. But I'm just going to get started because most of these things you're going to know that I like them because I talk about them quite a lot, and I have done for the last year. So I hope you enjoy it, and please get a cup of tea. So I'm going to start off with skincare bits because I have really got into skincare over 2013, and you'll probably guess a couple of the bits that I'm going to be talking about. And the first one is the Super Facialist by Una Brennan Tea Flower Deep Clean Pure Purifying Clay Mask. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but it's an amazing mask. It's meant to sort of unclog pores and restore skin balance, and this is an amazing mask. I use this only occasionally, not too much, but I mainly use it around my chin area, my cheeks and my nose, because that's the worst area for my clogged pores, and this really clears them out, and you can feel it clearing them out, and it is just an amazing product. And I think this is about £7 or £8, so it's really not too bad, and I think I bought this when it was on offer as well, so keep an eye out for offers in Boots. So this is really one that I would recommend, and I love it. The next skincare product is the Ren Clear Calm 3 Clarifying Clay Cleanser, and I have been raving about this quite a lot recently as it's for blemish prone skin, and my skin hasn't been so great recently. I've been getting spots in my chin area, my cheeks area, and it's quite unlike me as I've never really had a problem with spots, but recently they're getting really bad and I don't know what to do about it. So I've been using things aimed at spots, and this has been great with I've just been using it as a daily cleanser, and I use it to kind of clear out my skin. It soothes my skin, it reduces the redness of spots, and I really think it has helped to do those things. And yeah, I have loved it a lot, and it's just become a staple with my skincare routine. If you'd like to look at my skincare routine, I've recently done a skincare routine video, so I'll link that in the box below so you can go and check that out. Okay, and I'm going to move on to hair bits now, and these, I've actually put these as one, I hope that's okay, but it's the Provoke Touch of Silver Intense Treatment Conditioner and Twice a Week Brightening Shampoo. And I've talked about these a few times on my YouTube, and they're basically for blonde hair to make it get rid of the brassiness in it. And since the beginning of the year I've had quite long sort of ombre hair, and I still do have slightly ombre hair. It's not as blonde as it was before, but this was amazing for my really blonde hair to get out those brassy tones. I have been using it now and again with these, with like the ombre still in there, but I don't think it's working as well. But I do think I have got sort of highlights underneath there, if you can see, and as soon as I use these it does bring out the blonde a bit more. So I'd really recommend these, and they're so cheap. They're about £2 or £3, and in Savers I think you can get them for £1 something. So they are an amazing product, and they're just so cheap as well, so they're just perfect. I am going to move on to makeup now, and I thought it would be the best thing to just start with the base of my makeup. And throughout this year I have been loving Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, and I've got it in the shade Rose Ivory. I actually I actually got this originally last Christmas, and then I got it again for my birthday in May, and both those bottles have lasted me till now. This is nearly running out, but it should be okay for a couple more months, or 1 month at least. But this lasts so long, and I use this every day, and I think it is an amazing foundation. It's not that glowy, but it's not really matte as well. So if you didn't use powder you would have a bit of a glow, but I like to use powder. I don't personally like a glowy face just because I would say I'm probably a little bit oily anyway, so I should wear powder. But I love this foundation so much, and it is £33, but I think the fact that I've had 2 bottles this year is pretty good, and I use it every day, so I think the pound per wear is really good. So I would really recommend this if you're having a bit of a foundation rut at the moment. It seems a bit of a natural progression to then talk about my favourite powder, and I have got really into this Rimmel London Clear Complexion powder, which is slightly different to the Stay Matte powder. I had actually started falling out of love with the Stay Matte powder just because I felt like it stuck to my face and it just clung to all the dry patches, and I just felt like it wasn't for me. And my friend Lydia recommended this one, which is just slightly different. It comes in transparent, so perhaps transparent in the Stay Matte powder would have been better for me, but I have been loving this, and it sets my face perfectly. It stays on really well, and yeah, it just does the job, and it's like £4, so you can't really go wrong there either. And yeah, I love it a lot. I have actually got 2 eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to show you because yeah, I love eyeshadow. I love to kind of create different looks, and the first one that I use a lot more at the beginning of the year, but I still do love it as a palette, and it's the Stila in the Light palette, and it looks a bit grotty right now, but it has 10 shades in there. And as you can see, they're all quite different, ranging from quite a light colour to black. One of them actually broke out, but that wasn't too bad because it wasn't a shade I liked. I think it was blue. As you can see, I use these 2 so much at the beginning of the year. Kitten was one of my favourites, and I do love it, and I think I might have to buy it as a separate one because I know that they do it. But yeah, I thought that palette was perfect for an everyday neutral eye palette look, but you could also use the black as sort of an eyeliner or just to create a bit of an edge. So I do love that, and I think it's 20 something pounds, so it's not too bad, and it's not as expensive as Urban Decay, and I actually prefer the Stila palette to my Urban Decay one. I think it's more pigmented, and yeah, I just think it stays on a lot longer, so I love that quite a lot. Another eyeshadow that I have worn so much since I got it, and I got this for my birthday, and it was the Estee Lauder eyeshadow duo palette, which is in Raisins, and a lot of people were talking about this when it kind of, well, I don't know, I saw quite a lot of people talking about it when I decided to want it, and it's got like a nice pinky champagne colour here, and then in here it's got quite a strange colour, but it's a browny reddy type colour. But I love these combined, and I'm wearing it now, and I think it is the perfect eyeshadow duo, and it's something that I can do quickly every day, whack it on, and then I don't have to worry about anything else. So I really love this a lot. It is more expensive, but I think maybe Estee Lauder is something that you could ask for a nice sort of occasion, and then it wouldn't feel so bad about getting it. It is the Real Techniques Expert face brush, and I actually wanted to include one of my favourite brushes this year because last year I included the stippling brush, which is still one of my favourites for blusher, but this one has become my favourite for foundation, liquid foundation. I was using the buffing brush, but I just didn't like it. I didn't think it buffed in very well, and I had to work it in so much to get what I wanted. But the Expert face brush is by far better for me. I just think it goes in so much quicker, it blends in so much quicker, and it gives you a really flawless finish, and for £10 you can't really go wrong. And with the buffing brush you have to get it in a core collection, so it's about £20. So I would really recommend this if you're worrying about what foundation brush to get. And my favourite mascara, and I love it, I've tried other mascaras throughout the year, but I keep going back to this one, and it is the Revlon Grow Luscious plumping mascara, and I haven't heard much about this. I haven't seen many people talk about it, but I personally find this one the best for my eyelashes. I've tried other ones, as I said, and I just keep going back to this one, and I think it's about £10, so it's not too bad, and yeah, it does the trick for me, but I love it a lot. And I bought it when I was in America for a new one, and it was about $5 or something ridiculous, so I really like this, and maybe you should try it out if you've got a Revlon voucher, or if you just fancy a new mascara. So it is a good one. One of the other favourites of 2013 has to be Sleek blushes. Now this was actually one of my favourites from last year, so I obviously haven't changed the trend. Last year was all about rose gold for me, and this year has all been about Pixie Pink and Pomegranate. Now Pixie Pink was one of the blushes that I've been wearing throughout the year, quite early on. It looks a lot more crazy than it actually is, but whenever I wear this on my videos I get a lot of compliments, and it's just a lovely gorgeous pixie pinky colour. And this one is a really recent one that I've recently bought, and it is sort of a plummy kind of shade. This one is matte, this one has a bit of shimmer to it, and I'm actually wearing this one right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I love Sleek blushes so much. They're literally £4 something, and they're so pigmented, they stay on so well. I really have nothing bad to say about them, and I struggle to kind of go to different things because I just love them so much, and they've got an amazing colour range, so I love these a lot. I also know that they sell them in Superdrug, and I'm pretty sure they've now come to Boots, so hopefully everyone can get their hands on them quite easily now. Now the last beauty item that I was going to mention, but I haven't actually got anything to show you, is Lush products. And this year I have really got into having baths, because I've started a job, and it's just something that I really like to do of an evening to chill out and relax. And my favourites are definitely the bubble bars. One of my favourite ones that I loved, which was Candy Mountain, which smell amazing, and they give so many nice bubbles. But yeah, I've loved Lush products this year, and hopefully I will have some soon to show you some more. And the final item is a non-beauty favourite, but something I have been loving so much recently, and it's just this little bag. I showed it in a haul and it was from Urban Outfitters, and it's got 3 sections, and it's just this small, but it's something that I have just loved because I've kind of got annoyed with taking a big bag out everywhere, and sometimes it's just nice to kind of just grab some little bits and just take like a shoulder bag, and this has done the trick. It was in the sale. I think I bought it for like £18, but yeah, I've just been loving it so much, and it's sort of a really nice structured bag. It's quite sort of heavy, but not in a bad way, but I love it a lot. So yeah, that is definitely my non-beauty favourite of this year. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I loved this year. 2 little items that I kind of didn't put in here but that I've loved is that I recently got a MacBook. I decided to get a MacBook Pro in 15-inch Retina, and it was the best decision I made. It means I can use iMovie, and it's just so nice to have a nice laptop, so I've loved that. And also I've got lighting for my videos and photography now. Hopefully this is, you know, it's not too bad lighting for you, but it means that I can actually do videos when I want rather than having to rely on the weather. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe. Bye!